Well, g'day and welcome back to another in our series of Megabuilds. You'll notice just in front of me here, a lot of things have changed since last we were here. First of the things that we've done finally now in this space is finally gone through and reorganised all of the chests. So everything is now organised, and I've now got, as I mentioned previously, I wanted to have it so I can spawn in with the flame and then store everything straight away once I'm back from a mission. And what we've done here as well is, hello buddy, is finally organised all of these guys and all of their tools as well. And that is now looking fantastic. So I'm so glad to have actually got that done. It was one of those things that's been annoying me for quite a while now, but I just haven't had the time to get to it because there's been so much more to do on other parts of the build. In the main space here, all I've done so far is knocked out the walls, and I haven't really gone too much more at all into other parts of what I'm going to do with this space. I'm yet to decide, and I haven't worked out what I'm going to do with the windows or anything as yet as well. I've slightly changed these stairs here. They're over a couple of bricks, and I'll tell you why. Because what we've done now is just got one single long stair going to downstairs. It was annoying the heck out of me having to go down that spiral staircase all the time, even though I do have a little bit of my vision of those windows now sort of blocked out a tiny bit. I'm not really too concerned by that. I'd much rather be able to sort of get up and down. Bit of a pain in the butt having to go 4 steps every single time I wanted to go downstairs, so I'm glad to have actually fixed that up now. And another one of the things that we've now done into both sections of the upstairs here, I've added in these double copper doors onto my bedroom and onto the library, and I've done a heck of a lot more detailing in the library and in my bedroom as well. I'm really happy with the way the library's turned out. I think it's looking pretty cool. Got a few plates and whatnot around the place. I've done 4 bookshelves so far. I may or may not add some more later on, not really too sure. I think it looks kind of fine the way it is. I put in a bit of a day bed here as well for a couple of reasons, both for reading, but also if I happen to want to do a quick transition through to night time, I can just actually run through from downstairs up here really quickly, and it's quicker than going the long way to the main bedroom. And on the main bedroom now, a few changes we've made here. There's a little bit more in terms of detailing has been done here as well. I've added some side tables in, a couple of little cupboards as well. Started in doing some detailing in terms of adding plates and bowls and all the rest of it to all the tables. And as you saw last time, those side windows are now complete. So that's looking pretty cool. It's a good basis to start with anyway. Another one of the other things that I've now changed as well is the central spire here, and previously I mentioned that I had a big tree in here, and there were 2 different trees that I tried, and both of them grew absolutely gigantic and were wider than this 4x4 space that I had in the middle here, and they took up far too much space up high there, and I couldn't actually get to my launch points up the top. It's already a little bit of a pain in the butt, and it's one of the things I didn't take into consideration. So if you're doing a build yourself, I think you might want to take it into consideration. You'll see the Y for the launch point there is only available in sort of certain places, and sometimes when I launch up I catch on there, and that is because going down below here, if you go to harvest, you've got the same button for harvest is the same button for going to grab onto a cable point. So the system gets a little bit confused when you've got too many things all sitting in the one area. the last thing that I haven't quite completed as yet, but I've made a start on, I'm not really sure how I'm actually going to have it look or sit in the end, is this little feature space that sits above here, above all of my workers and my main space. So what I've done is I've just added in a couple of little interesting things towards the back there. They're actually a copper door, which you can see opens and closes there. But I just like the arch of it. I think it looks pretty cool. And I've just done a little bit of detailing with a couple of different stones and different block pieces here, and put in a iron gate in front of the fire there, and made it sort of look like it was a bit of a chimney, and added some barrels there. Just something I thought looked a little bit interesting, and I've added some of these stone windows in there as well. So if you're sitting back from here, it has a bit of an interesting look to it. I think it's okay the way it is. It was just a bit of a, something to do just to see how it looked, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. I might change it later on, but at this stage I think it's pretty cool. Alright, well, that is it in terms of changes for us this week. There's a heck of a lot more to come still. I'm not really sure where we're going to end up going next in terms of what we're doing next. Whether it's this space here underneath, or whether we do a little bit more messing around on perhaps adding a very, very top tier. Still undecided on that. I need to get inspired to actually sit down and, sort of start building. And I've actually just been spending the last couple of days just actually finishing the game off and just enjoying the game itself, rather than just flat out building 24/7, which is what I usually end up doing for quite a while. So we'll get back into it and do a little bit more building at some stage, but I think at this stage I'm pretty happy with what we've got so far. Alright, well, that's it for me for this episode. We'll catch you next time on Glitch Gaming.